Yo, welcome to another edition of Geeky Reviews, excuse me. It's your boy Tactix.
Just Darcy here.
And this is Big Geek Umar. We just came out of seeing Dune Part 2 in IMAX, and it's my, this is my repeat time, but this is the first time for these two. So I'm going to go to you, Darcy. What do you think?
I really enjoyed this film. It's a lot to have much to say, so this is probably gonna be my shortest one. But I enjoyed it, and I'll give this as context because before we get into tactics portion of this, what really helped me is that last week I decided to rewatch Part 1 with subtitles, which really helps to articulate everything, because the one thing Villeneuve does really well is he has amazing visuals in both of the films, but he doesn't like to spend a lot of time in exposition. And when you have a very big world, sometimes that can be daunting when you just don't know.
Yeah.
So this was beautiful. There's a lot of amazing visuals. I dug where the story's going. I love what it's saying related to the savior complex and how that's a bad thing. But you gotta watch it to understand it. And kudos to anyone putting down the fight choreography, because when Austin Butler and Timothée Chalamet independently or together are fighting, you never feel it's just some weak, I did my own stunts, but then you're you should got the stunt choreographers instead kind of a movie. It actually is really enjoyable from that perspective. So overall, love this film. It was really good.
What would you rate it out of 10?
8 out of 10.
Okay. All right, T, what is your spoiler-free review for Dune Part 2?
So I hear you on the exposition, but I felt like I needed it
Oh.
because I probably should have did what you did and watched the first movie before this one. I mean, I saw it, but a long time ago when it came out and fell asleep. So it probably would have served me well to rewatch it. I kind of did the Cliff Notes, and it didn't help.
No.
Because throughout the movie, I was kind of lost. I didn't really know a whole lot of what was going on.
I wish someone would have told you to watch
I wish
it.
so too, but
Yeah.
I mean, dude was slipping. So that being said, I wasn't bored. I still did enjoy a lot of the visuals. The action, for the most part, was really entertaining. There were some parts were a little bit underwhelming. They, not to spoil anything, but they build up to a particular moment that I thought was coming and didn't actually end up happening. And then they built up to another moment between two individuals where I was like, okay, this is going to be an epic battle. And it was over in 2 seconds. So yeah, a little underwhelming on that side. But the fight between Austin Butler and Timothy was phenomenal. I thought that was a fantastic fight. Great choreography. Overall, I'll say the storyline was still pretty intriguing, enough to make me want to see the next movie.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I'll say that.
Okay.
But if you're going in, please go in and make sure that you have a really good understanding of the storyline, and you'll definitely enjoy it more. I will give this a low 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Basically, if you did the first test and you didn't do so good, don't go into the second test thinking you just wing it. You gotta go redo the first one all over again.
Because I did not, and I almost failed.
I'm actually surprised. I thought you were going to give it a 6. So, an 8 and a 7. Apparently, do the homework.
You gotta go down now.
Yeah. So, for me, again, spoiler free. The first time I watched it, I was actually very disappointed. But I'm a book reader, so there were lots of changes that happened in this movie compared to what happened in the first movie. The first one was really pretty good, solid adaptation, just with no exposition. This one made about the second half of the film started making massive changes, and I was like, what the fuck? So for the first time, I was like, it was a jarring experience because I was annoyed. I'm like, okay, well that's gone. Okay, well that's gone. This time around, I was able to enjoy it as a film, and the acting from everyone was dope. Zendaya shined, and not just in her expressions, but in her fight choreography. My girl could throw hands. Basically all the acting was really good. the storytelling was really good. I am okay with the changes now that I've like had time to adjust it. It does do that thing, and we'll get into more when we do like a full review later about the white savior complex that was being like adjusted by Denis Villeneuve. But I would say I would give it an 8 out of 10 also. And look, it's beautiful film, gorgeous film.
Yeah, I love that, and I forget the cinematographer.
Yeah, the guy who did the Batman and also did like.
His name's George something.
Greg Fraser.
Oh, what was a dream?
It took me like 6 times to get that right.
If you've seen this podcast, you know I don't know names.
Yeah. So nonetheless, like, okay, so like generally we're saying.
I don't know names in this movie, so except for Paul. The easiest one to remember.
I will give you a tutorial, but nonetheless, all of us are saying go see it in theaters. It's worth the watch, and we'll give a full review at our next podcast.
By the way, bonus points for the quiz. What's Paul's last name?
Paul Atreides.
Yeah!
My man! Hey! Oh, sorry.
Smooth. I guess that's it. Peace.
Peace.